Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's currency call where we share our analysis and idea for a specific currency for each day. So today is Friday. We'll be doing the Canadian dollar. I see many familiar names here, but I do see some new names too. So help me with this poll so that we know, is this your first time here? So this webinar is going to be very beneficial to long-term investors and short-term traders. We will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risks. So disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trade. So just a quick look at the poll again. Yeah, we do have some new names here. So before I go on, help me with the second poll. How did you get here? So while you guys are filling out the poll, a quick introduction about our speaker today. So Jonathan will be doing the currency call today. He has been learning from Jin for the past 5 years and have been professionally trading too. So what he provides, what he shares with you today will definitely be the way that we trade on a regular basis, on a professional way. So do pay attention to what John has to share. So just a quick look at the poll again. Yeah, so we have many of you from the Traders Club, but I do see a lot of you coming in from the Telegram. So just a quick, I want to take this opportunity to share what the Traders Club is about. So if you just look at my screen, just a quick sharing here. So this is the Traders Club, our private Facebook group on Facebook, where we teach, guide, signal, and coach you to be a better trader. This is the place to be, whether you are new, experienced, part-time, or full-time trading. So as I mentioned, if you join from the Telegram, we have been issuing out signals for free. We tell you when to enter a trade, but you do not know where to exit. So in the Traders Club, we not only give you the signals earlier, but we also tell you the strategy behind the signals and actually guide you on where to exit and with reasons. So for example, if you take a look at this signal here, we fire this out here before Telegram, and we give you the analysis behind the signals in 5 simple steps. So you can learn these 5 simple steps in our Traders Club too. And we tell you exactly when to exit. For example, pound CAD hit TP1, we tell you momentum is still strong, hold to TP2, and TP2 we suggest to secure profits. So these are things that you don't get from the Telegram. Why we do this is that in the long run, you not only earn from our signals, but you also learn how to trade better. And if you are really new and all require some coaching, we have members only webinar on Monday and Wednesday. So on Monday, Jin and the group of coaches shares things like the economic roundup of the week. We do some signals coaching, ensuring you know how to use the signals properly. And Jin will do some group coaching or identify trades for the week ahead. So yeah, this is the opportunity to pick Jin's brain or the coach's brain on pretty much any trading related questions you might have. And just to add in more features here, we have things like the weekly currency we have the weekly currency correlation tables. We have things like the watch list, and then we share like breaking news regularly. As you can see, yeah, we do share a lot of like analysis from the members. And yeah, we do share breaking news and trading midday update where we tell people what happened throughout the day after this currency call. So yeah, to join the group, just head over to tradersclub.lcms.com.sg. I will put in the link later in the chat. It's a paid subscription of $199 a year, which is less than $1 a day. So if you are facing uncertainty in your trading or taking any unnecessary risks on your trades, you need to join the club to get some guidance and improve your trading immediately. So just want to end off with saying that trading can be lonely, but with a community of coaches and traders alike, this journey can be definitely profitable. So if you haven't already, do join us on the Traders Club. So on this note, I will just pass the time now to Jonathan for the currency call on Canadian dollar.
Okay, thanks Junwei for the nice introduction. My name is Jonathan. I'll be, for those who do not know me yet, I'll be doing the currency call in Jin's state today. Okay, as he's currently preoccupied with other business matters. Okay, so as usual on Friday, we'll be doing the US Canadian dollar. Let me bring up the US CAD chart for all to see. Okay, so right here we have the US CAD chart. As you can see, I'm looking at the H4 chart right now. Okay, for this week, we are looking at a time frame between these two dotted lines. Okay, on the H4 chart, my dotted lines here represent a time frame of 1 week. And as you can see, we have started the week with US CAD coming down quite strongly, okay, to open the week and then bouncing back up from the support at about 1.29 level, okay, 1.3 level. So for those members who have been with us on Monday, I believe that was exactly the time where we see US CAD actually kind of going through our support level. Okay, and I'm sure many of you have, I remember very clearly that day when Jin asked if any of you would like to sell this pair. We had a lot of yeses. Okay, even I myself did reply that we could be looking to sell the US CAD if this support is broken strongly. However, Jean has also cautioned us, okay, that that would not be one of the priority trades to take at a point of time due to the reason that we see this as a very low level already, where CAD is and where will we sell to. Okay, that will be something that we are not too certain about. So let me just zoom that out. Okay, if I take you on to the bigger time frame, even the weekly chart. Okay, you can see that the last time US CAD was below this level was in 2018. Okay, so 2 years ago, US CAD was below this level. If we were to break this level, that would be quite a significant move. Okay, and for a long time, we would need to gauge where to sell this pair to. Okay, back to the H4 chart. Okay, reason that we did see this dip in US CAD on Monday. Okay, I'm sure all of you have heard about the breakthrough in terms of COVID-19 vaccine. With that news, how does that actually affect US CAD? So with that optimism of global recovery, okay, would have been the sentiment at that time. As with recovery, we do see more activity in terms of social activities, traveling, which would hence, or even production, which would hence increase the demand in oil. Okay, and Canada being one of the major oil producing countries, that would in turn, the increase of the sentiment increase of demand in oil would in turn raise the sentiment for Canadian dollar. Hence, being the US CAD chart, as Canadian dollar strengthens, US CAD would be going down. Okay, hence that move there. However, like Jin warned all of us, okay, this support could hold rather strongly, and we do immediately see the days after following that, we see US CAD bouncing off and coming up quite steadily throughout the last few days, okay, and even have broken through my resistance here. So I believe at this point of time, we could be seeing some form of reversal happening, okay, since it has already broken my first resistance level, okay, but what I believe is that since today is a Friday, end of the week, not much news happening for both countries as well. I would actually see US CAD kind of moving across right here to end the week, maybe even slightly downwards, okay, to retest our support level, and I will be interested to buy okay, once the bounce take place next week. Okay, and I could probably see US CAD heading towards this resistance level. What happens here at this point next week, whether or not we're going to see this resistance level holding to continue the downtrend, it could be a down retracement and down again, or if it were to break this resistance level, it would signal a change in the midterm trend, and I would be looking for more opportunities to buy. So one of the reasons that caused this upward move, apart from the strengthening in USD in the recent days, okay, is also that despite the optimism for oil demand to increase, OPEC has also mentioned that they will delay um, replenishing or releasing supply of oil, okay, at this point of time up to December. So in December, we could look out for what they have to say about regulating the oil supply. Okay, so that is what I have for US CAD. Since we are on a Friday and we have some time, okay, I'm also going to go through some charts, our major pairs for next week and see what we could expect. Okay, so before I head to the news, just going to run through the charts on the technical aspect first. And let's see how the news could affect our trading decisions. So for US CAD, that's the idea that I mentioned. Okay, we're going to see this week, today, in fact, Friday, not much further activity on the upside. Perhaps some retracement to test the support level and then expecting it to go to our resistance later on next week. For Aussie dollar and like all pairs, all major pairs with USD as second currency, we do see a rejection of support or resistance levels across most majors. Okay, so we do know with the elections and all that happening last week, USD has taken a back foot. Many other countries have strengthened against the USD, but this week we are seeing some form of a reverse movement going on. Okay, so for Aussie, we are seeing that it has bounced off this high. Okay, coming back down. My view is that like CAD, we would see most major pairs being rejecting the current level. Okay, and we are quite close to the next level to see what to do. So for next week at the start, since we are already quite close to the level, I will be seeing whether it will break through or it will continue current short-term trend and continue up. So either we're going to look for a breakdown, okay, which would be kind of a counter trend trade at the moment, or we could see this heading up there. Okay, and the behavior is similar across all major pairs. We have Kiwi doing the same thing. We have Euro already have rejected the level, broken through one level, okay, and still looking to be on the way down. Okay, pound, same behavior, and US yen. Okay, US yen also down with yen currently strengthening slightly. Okay, also coming off the back of the vaccine news. Okay, this long white bar, we do see weakness in the yen because yen being a reserve currency, okay, where safe haven currency, where people people like to hold on to it during times of uncertainty and crisis. Okay, with the new developments of this vaccine, we do see more relief, okay, and optimism, hence the demand for safe haven currencies will be decreased, hence the strengthening in US yen. Yeah, okay, but however, we have seen it come to a level of resistance where it start to reject. Okay, I think Shirin just now also mentioned asked if anybody was looking at yen pairs. Okay, we do see the behavior also similar. Okay, we see pound yen coming off the top and coming down. Okay, looks like we are going to see pound yen coming back down to this level. Okay, however, I just want to warn you guys that we do have Brexit negotiations still going on, with the events in the US having passed us quite a bit for these few days. Upcoming, we do have Brexit negotiations retaking center stage. Negotiations will start this weekend. Whether or not we have a result will depend on the next few days. So since that is happening over the weekend to early next week, I would suggest if you guys are already in the money for pound pairs, okay, whether is it pound yen or pound USD, okay, pound USD already reaching support level, pound yen still slightly more to go. Perhaps you could you could take an exit on your find an exit on your trades today, because you do not want to be caught out by any news that happens with the negotiation process. Okay, that being said, it could happen quickly two ways. Okay, either we see the talks being delayed further, or talks not going as smoothly as expected. We could see this straight away shoot right down here. You will probably on Monday be very happy that, oh, I hit TP immediately waking up. Or alternatively, you could see on optimism, this could very quickly come back up here. Okay, and whatever money you have been making would have been wiped out, or you could even be hitting your stop loss level. So if you're already in the money, I would suggest that you take a safe bet and exit your positions today. Even if the pound yen comes down here due to delays or non-developments, okay, I believe that should that happen, we would continue to see pound yen weakening going on to next week. So the selling opportunities will still be there. All right. So I'll just leave that as it is. As for, let me see, euro yen. Okay, euro yen, same thing as pound. We're going to, again, the euro being involved on the other side of the negotiations would also see similar movement. Okay, again, I also assume euro yen will perhaps test this support level right there, okay, to be continue coming down. However, again, same advice as pound, just to stay out for the current weekend. Okay, so with the charts, let me just share with you the news for next week. This, if you want to find out more about upcoming news, you can head to Forex Trading Asia, right here that I have on my screen. Looking at next week, we do not have much big major events, okay, where the economic side is concerned. However, we do have some data that's being released, mainly retail sales, employment, and CPI. So starting the week, we have on Tuesday, retail sales for the USD. Okay, what I'll be looking for is with the trade plan that we have earlier, that now USD is back on, we see a retracement happening, we see USD gaining strength this week. I would see whether these numbers do support the continued strengthening of the US dollar, which would support our counter trend bias, okay, for the coming week, for the major pairs are concerned. Okay, Wednesday we have pound and euro CPI. Okay, again, I believe like last 3 weeks, these numbers may not be of much significance considering how the Brexit talks go. So don't be excited if these numbers comes out too good or too badly as expected. As you see here, expectations are similar to previous, so not expecting much of a big jump over there. Okay, but negotiations will still take center stage. We have CAD retail sales, okay, coming out as well. Okay, and CPI numbers. We will also look at that to see whether how fast, okay, the US cap would reach our target of the next resistance level. If these numbers don't come out well, okay, I would probably see US cap still moving across slightly towards the downside before further developments to push it back upwards. Okay, we have Aussie employment change on Thursday morning. to see, and what I'll be looking out for is how would this affect Aussie? Will it continue coming down for the Aussie US to break the next support, or will it bounce back upwards? Okay. We also have pound retail sales, okay, and some USD home sales. That would determine, okay, whether or not we see the recovery coming strongly or not, depending on how much more or less the sales number is. And lastly, again, retail sales for pound and CAD. Okay, again, by Friday, we will see whether the negotiations for the pound for UK and Eurozone has concluded or not. Okay, that would determine how much of these numbers would affect the pound pair. Okay, and lastly, for CAD, again, we see that, you know, better than expected numbers. So at that point, we will also see whether US CAD would have reached our target level in line with this news to bounce off resistance, or to push it back down as against what we have planned. Okay, so with that, I would kind of conclude the session for today. If you notice, one approach that I use would be looking at this week's events, looking at this week's price movements, forming a bias based on the charts. Okay, looking out for the major movers for next week, and then see how would the news, the upcoming news, affect my trade plan. And it will just be a wait and see when, as these events unfold, do they go according to the trading plan? If yes, I would be confident to take the trade. Okay, if not, I will do a reassessment, or I would just stay out of the pair and stick to those of higher priority where we have the whole coherence between the fundamental and technical aspect. So yeah, end of the week. Have a great Friday. Don't if you have positions, I would suggest closing them, especially for pound and euro. Okay, if not, then look forward to see you guys next Monday morning. Okay, Chinwei, maybe I hand the time back to you.
Okay, thank you, John. So yeah, before you guys leave, just help me do this poll. How did you find this webinar? Yeah, so before you guys leave, I'm just going to share the 4-day course. It's something free. Everybody loves free things. Yeah, so this 4-day course, if you're totally new into trading, or even if you're in the Traders Club already and need a revision, and interact with all coaches, Jin, Jonathan, live on a 4-day course, do hop over to the 4daycourse.lcms.com.sg. Daniel will put up the link right now on the chat. So what you will learn here is how to read the economic news, like what Jonathan just shared with us, how to tell the trend, how to find support resistance zones, you know, the blue lines that you see on Jonathan's chart. Using the indicators, we provide you a custom accelerated indicator, which is custom coded by Jin experts, and which provides a faster entry signal to catch early profits. And most importantly, it's live. It's a live stream. It's not a recording, so you can interact with us live, answer any questions before we go on to the next section, instead of getting lost in without getting our questions answered and then moving on to the next one. That would be a disaster. So yeah, just hop over to this link. You can either get it on Udemy for $199, or attend it for totally free on these few days, 1st, 3rd, 8th, and 10th December. It's on the evening, so you can join us after work. So regardless of whether you are in Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, it's a time that is perfect for everybody. Yeah, so it's an online live course. It's very easy to join. Just click here. You'll be brought to the Facebook group, request for access, and wait for updates. As simple as that. So if you're already in the Traders Club, please share it with your friends, share it with anybody that trades, share it in your Facebook page. We will appreciate it. And if you're totally new to us, new to trading, this is really the course to take. It's totally free. Don't go and join some $2,000 course and have no idea what you're going to do. This is totally free. So yeah, that's all I have to share, and looking forward to you guys next Monday for our Aussie and Kiwi analysis. So thank you guys, and goodbye.